What's up, good people? My name is Michael. I'm a sneaker restorer, customizer. I don't really know if there's a title for that, but I'm that. But for today's episode, we got some Black Cement 3s. I picked them up locally for 15 bucks. Even though they're super beat, I couldn't say no. It's a good pickup. Let's see how it goes. So, the first thing I do, I usually pick one shoe to do because I hate working on two shoes at one time. So you just look at your shoes, left, right, throw it out of the one away. You only need one. So the first step you gotta do is take off the laces, right? But you gotta remember, no glove, no love. So you know what I'm saying? It's just smart. Other people's shoes, they're dirty as hell. You can see all the dirt coming off the shoelaces. And also, you don't know where they've been stepping, so you don't want that on your hands. Simple solution, just wear a glove. So the next step I like to take is to knock out some dirt, all the extra stuff you don't have to get out later, and just check out the insides. So this leads me up to my next step, and I like using a Clorox wipe to clean out the inside of the shoe. Now, I know I'm going to use soap. I'm going to clean it out later, but a little Clorox never hurt nobody. It just helps disinfect things. It'll just speed along the process. So, what you're going to need to clean your shoes is rejuvenator brushes. Sponsor me. You don't need all of them right now, so get the ones you don't need, throw them away. So for my cleaner, I use my own stuff. I've been in this game for a while, and I just started fabricating my own. I think it's a whole lot cheaper than buying rejuvenator bottles over and over and over. So I just made my own. So, after the shoe dries from being in the washing machine, you're gonna need your sole sauce. For me, I just use Salon Care 40 because I think it works like any other sole sauce or whatever anyone else sells that they mark up for 3 times the price, but hey, that's none of my business. So, as we can see right here, I'm being stupid. I think this little itty bitty brush would get the whole shoe, but I switched off to my bigger brush. So just ignore that part. As we can see, these shoes are icy again, right? But the next thing we gotta tackle is sole separation. In this case, midsole separation, but hey, same thing. First thing you gotta do is to tape up anything you do not want to get glue on. In this case, it's anything between the upper and the midsole. Prep, prep. It is super important to clean off all the old glue that was on the midsole and the upper. If you don't, your glue job just won't be as good as it could be. After applying the glue, take off the tape. So after 7 minutes, you apply pressure and wait. Now, for everyone's favorite part, midsole repaint. So in this case, I'm just using my fingernail and scrape off the paint. Normally, I'd use acetone or rubbing alcohol to just take off all the paint, but in this situation, the paint was barely on the shoe. It was falling off left and right, so the best way to take off the paint on the midsole while keeping it buttery smooth is to scrape it off with your fingers. Although the process did take me about 30 minutes, the end result was worth it. So with this midsole, the black paint is different to take off than the white. You could scrape it off, but as you can see, you can just peel it off. So when you're scratching, if you see an edge that you can probably peel up, try it because it'll save you a whole bunch more time and it leaves the midsoles buttery smooth. So, after taking off as much paint as you can, the next step is to tape up the midsole. Now, before applying paint, you gotta get off all the little extra spots that you missed. So this is when you come in and use your acetone, cotton balls, swabs, whatever you use, but you gotta make sure you get rid of all the little spots, or you'll see it whenever you paint over it. Now, once we're done, we gotta take off all the tape and re-tape the shoe again. So for me, the first step I like to do is paint with a paintbrush. Now, I'm gonna paint most of this midsole with an airbrush, but I feel like paint just sticks a little better whenever I apply my first layer through a paintbrush. Now, you're gonna see me hold the airbrush a lot. I'm not applying paint the whole time, but I'm applying paint and then holding it to just spray air so I dry the layer of paint I just laid down. So this way I don't have to keep putting my airbrush down, picking my heat gun up. Also, I don't like using heat for my mental repaints, so that's why I'm holding it for so long. So now, I need to matte out the parts that need to be matte. The part up front needs to be matte, and the black in the back is glossy. So after applying the matte finisher, I need to take out everything else but the black. So that's all the other white pieces, but just the black part. Now we take it up to Tape God. I always think it's a good idea to push down the edges again just in case there's a part of tape that creeped up, and that'll prevent leakage. As we can see on these back tabs, the paint was already halfway off. So just get a cotton swab and a little bit of rubbing alcohol, just knock it off. After being fully prepped, now's the time where you get some white paint and just paint on the lettering and the Jumpman. So some of y'all might say that I'm painting the paint on too thick. Well, I mean, I am, but it's a personal pair. I just need it painted on. Now, it's time to paint back on the elephant print. Some of it might have came off while peeling up the tape, but it's worth it. And it's not too hard because there's no rule for elephant print. Just paint where you think it should have been. You can kind of see where you might have peeled up the old elephant print, but just paint it back on and maybe throw it on little curves and whatnot. Now, to clean up the shoe, I cut off all the extra threads and burn the ends. Alright guys, this was a fun shoe to work on. The results are clearly night and day. Have a good day and enjoy the music.
Mob so icy, wonder why they kill me. I'm just mining in water, I just fell in a hole. Now I'm crying, every server I go on, yeah, it's inspiring. Minecraft, 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 I'm just mining.